Wonderful. All right, moving along to contestant E11, Alake Felicia.
Hey, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Oh, oh, I know who I am. Oh, I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm working miracles. I live a life of favor. I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm working miracles. I live a life of favor.
We'll start with you, Sanach.
Alake Felicia, number one.
Number E11.
11, yes, I have her score. Alake. It was, I said to myself that this was melodious. I don't know. It was. Jim, you can agree with me, right? It was melodious. So I gave her a 7. A 7.
Okay. Jim, you want to go off the back of that with your score?
Yeah, the first word that came to my mind when I heard it was joyful, and that it just came through. Joyful. The only thing I very good. I had confidence, good confidence. The only thing I would say is that occasionally she sounded a bit nasally, and so just tone wise, on that, but very, very good. I gave her an 8.
8, okay. Deacon.
I think I noted the same thing. The joy, she did communicate joy in her rendition, but I give her a 6, though.
6. And Danny, for you.
I wrote another powerful. We have a lot of powerful singers in this realm. Like
We have.
big singers.
Yeah.
I wrote another. I love her delivery, and I loved her excitement when she sings. Is what I wrote. I gave her an 8.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, we'll move on to contestant number E12, Uwagwe or Uwagu.
From the rising of the sun till it's going down, your faithfulness is sure, your mercies ever new. Yeah. From the rising of the sun till it's going down, your faithfulness is sure, your mercy is ever new. No one knows like I know what you've done for me. Yeah, that's why I praise you the way I do. No one knows like I know what you've done for me. Yeah, that's why I love you the way I do.
I'll get Deacon to give us your score there for Uwagwe.
For Uwagwe, let me see. I think she did not quite certain. Uwagwe.
Do you want me to come back to you, Deacon?
My audio. Yes, I think I have some issues with my audio.
Okay. Danny, do you want to start us off with our contestant number 12, Uwagwe?
Yeah, 7. Let's eat. Sorry. I gave them a 7, but we're on 12. E12, correct?
Correct. Yes, that's correct.
I spent time on it. Work on focusing little more.
E12.
And less waiting on. It seemed like they were waiting on delivering those vocal runs, but I'd really rather hear like pinpoint, like concentrating on the notes, individual notes a little bit more. But I still really liked it. But like I said, 7.
Okay. Jim?
Yeah, Danny and I are on the same wavelength here today. Here's what I wrote, and I really liked the uniqueness of her voice. It was just one of those voices that was different, that got your attention. But I agree with Danny that her pitch on the licks particularly and her attacks were a little under, but overall good. I gave her a 7.
Okay. So, Notch, if you want to unmute your mic and give us your feedback there for Uwagwe.
Rojeko Owagwe. That's
Yes.
contestant number what?
Number 12.
I think, like she said, the attacks were not so strong. But she has a unique voice. Her approach to the music is different. It's not classical. It's very contemporary. She has this voice. Who do I talk to? Okay. She has a voice that is not like maybe a praise and worship voice, but she has her own unique way of singing. And I recognize that, and I think she's very good in her area. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
And we must be careful not to have a particular voice, a sound that we want to hear. Her sound is unique, and I really love it.
For sure.
And I think if you give her the right song, and if she chooses, because what she's trying to do is to take the songs and she try to make it her own. So I'm hearing some beautiful, unique things, and I'm saying she's got a voice and she can do very well. Even if she doesn't get to be the voice of the winner or anything, maybe she doesn't have as much votes, she should realize that she has an amazing voice, an amazing potential, vocals, and I think she can go very far with it. And I gave her an 8. I think she did excellent.
8, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to come back
what
to
I will tell her is that she should strengthen her attack, like he said, her attack on her vocals. If you put in strength in that voice, it will do a lot. It will do a lot more. Strength in the voice.
They would call that down here in Australia. They would call that backing yourself. Back yourself. Have that confidence to really sing out and sing strong there.
Oh, yeah. Sing out and sing strong. But for potential, for all the things I can see in her voice, for all the things, if she can take what I've just done with her, and I've just told her and take it to the next level, she will be good. Excellently good.
Beautiful. Okay, we will come back to Deacon. He continues to have a little bit of an issue with his connection, it looks like there. We will go to contestant E14, and that is Shingirai, I believe.
Everything that involves me is blessed. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm the righteousness of God in Christ. Goodness no power over me. 'Cause God is for me. Nothing can stand against me. 'Cause God is for me. How would I be moved? God is for me. How will I be moved?
All right, Jim, did you want to kick off entry number E14, Shingiri?
Yeah, there's a sweetness about her voice. Unfortunately, pretty consistently under pitch in terms of what I was hearing.
Yeah.
Good power, but very much of the time under pitch. So I gave her a 6.
6. Okay, Danny. Over to you, Danny.
Is that me?
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
if I'm not. I'm having audio problems hearing.
All good.
6 is the score. I said tone, but work on vocal phrasing and pronunciation. If I didn't know this song, I wouldn't have known what to say.
Okay. Fair call. Sinach.
Yes, please. I thought
This
that
is
it was a
number
bit
14 there. Yeah.
Yeah, number 14, Rejeko. It was a bit peachy for me. So she needs to do a lot of work in staying on focused on the voice, especially, and a lot of work.
Okay.
And I gave her a 5. She needs to do a lot of
Okay.
work. A lot of work.
All right.
Personally.
All right. Number 15, E15 is Keu Achia Paul. Our second gentleman here that we have thus far for this round. Danny, did you want to start us off with your assessment there for Keu Achia Paul?
Me?
That
Yes.
is E15.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, E15. Gave him an 8. I wrote very good voice. Love the powerful, and I love the upper range. And when he sings, there's a grit in his up that I really, really like.
That is always like
recorded a bit to hear over the music. I wish I'd have just heard it a little bit more over the music, but I loved what I heard, and I love that grit that is in his 8 for me.
Okay, Jim.
Yeah, really nice tone. Love the spirit. Overall, very good. I gave him a 7 though, so that was me. But I did like him a lot.
Sinach?
Well, I think that he has a lot of work to do more for my own part. Mm-hmm. And he did it very well. Very, very well. Better than what he did before.
Right.
But I still think he still needs more work to do. And I gave him a 6. I gave him a 6.
Okay.
Poor. And then the music was interfering a lot. I couldn't get a true picture of all what he could do with his voice, everything he could do. But
all right, beautiful. We'll move on to contestant number 17, who is present with us and smiling over there in Barbados, Kian Walter.
You went to Calvary, gave your very best. You died and rose again, all for me. You said it was finished. And now I say, now
for her feedback here at this point. Danny, if you wanted to kick off for Kian.
Yeah, I'm again another one that has already progressed.
That's correct. Yes.
I wrote
Kian has
great
advanced.
pitch.
Yes.
Yeah, I wrote great pitch, great expression, voice, and this was a very solid. I'll spare you all my decimal points. Let's just say that.
Did you say 8 as well there,
Yeah.
Danny?
8, correct.
8. Okay. Sinach.
Yes, I gave her a
Back to
9
you.
actually. I think she's one of my best singers here.
Hey.
Why I'm talking about it is because there's something about communicating the message of the music, and I think she does that really well. But what I also want her to look at is there was something when I first started singing, I had this thing about finishing up my notes. So I want to jump into the next note without finishing up the other notes. So I will do something like hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Then I'll forget I should be singing. When I play back, I say, what happened to the yeah? I never said yeah. I never said, hallelujah. But
Yeah.
you could go hallelujah. In your mind, you
Right.
said it, but you never really said it. And so those are the points that you have to take care of. That's what makes up the music, because sometimes the live performance, the emotions, everybody is, then when you listen back, it's not as good as it was because you're calm now and you want to listen back. So take care of that and look at that very well. But Aubrey, you're nice, you're beautiful, good job, you've worked hard.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that live performance there from Sinach there briefly. Jim, if you wanted to share your feedback here as well.
I'll listen to Sinatra anytime. Okay.
That's it. That's it.
I really, really liked Keon. Very confident, great power. The only thing I would say to you, Keon, is the same that I said to one of the other singers: is when you do your licks, just make sure you execute them carefully, pitch wise. I would slow them down and just make sure every note in the lick is on tune, and then speed it up. Okay, but excellent. Number 8, I gave her an 8.
8. Beautiful. All right. Well done again, Kian. I hope that was nice to be able to receive that feedback live in person there. Well, so to speak, here on the internet. We will move on to contestant number 18, which was Lily Surwa.
Favorite flavor.
So, Jim, if you... Sorry, what was
Yeah.
it, Danny?
Oh, and I just said she lives in one of my favorite places on earth.
Okay, there it is. There it is, Barbados. All right, number 18, Lily Surwa.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. That is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper. That is who you are. That is who you are.
Danny, do you want to kick us off there with your score here?
I will. I wrote good tone, especially when singing powerful. I said, tone. When powerful singing, there is some grit in this voice as well, which I'm always a fan of that. To me, that melody, that's what's finding about your voice. So anytime I get to hear something that I feel is personal and what somebody unique does, I really love that. Um, and but there were some pitch issues. 7 is what
7.
the score I gave.
Okay. Sanach?
I will say the same thing. So I gave a 5. It was,
Okay.
yeah, a pitch issue. I'll say the same thing. I give a
Okay.
5.
And Jim?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with both Danny and Sinach. The attacks, again, maybe just the confidence level, but overall good tone, but the pitch was definitely an issue, so I arrived at a 7 for her.
7. Okay. All right. Number 19, Sarah Felix.
Display all the glorious sacrifice. Hey, Lord, I'm grateful for your body, yeah. Grateful for your blood. And Jesus, I love you, yeah. Oh, what a matchless love display. Oh, what the glorious sacrifice. Lord, I'm grateful. Oh, I am grateful, God. I'm grateful for your love. And Jesus, I love you.
Jim, do you want to kick us off with your feedback for Sarah Felix?
Yeah, I felt she was a bit hoarse sounding, and I don't know if that was a stylistic thing or just truly over singing, a bit throaty, and a couple of pitch issues. So I had to give her a 6.
Okay. Danny?
My comments were almost exactly the same thing. I did say work on a nice tone, especially when softer register. I did a 6 as well to hear a big dynamic range. We heard a lot of big singing, and I wish we've gotten to use that 60 seconds in the next round to give us as many looks at your voice as from me.
Absolutely. Good commentary there, Danny. And Sanach, you want to just close out the feedback that we have there for Sarah?
Yeah, the same as well. So I'm gonna give her about 5 as well. I'm gonna give her 5.
Okay. On to number 20, contestant E20, which is Omemi. Omemi.
No one knows like I know what you've done for me. That's why I praise you the way I do. No one knows like I know what the Lord has done. That's why we praise him the way we do. No one knows, yeah, like I know what the Lord has done. That's why we praise him the way we do. Your favor surrounds me like a shield. Oh, your love amazes me. Your grace has lifted me. No one knows.
Sanach, do you want to start with your feedback there for Omemi?
Omemi, number 20. I'm trying to find number 20.
20. I'll give you a second to get your paperwork in order there. Jim, do you want to share with us what you had for Omemi?
Yeah, I put nice tone, some pitch issues. I went with a 7 for Omemi.
7. And you, Danny?
I said minor pitch problems, but I love that she sang the song without music. That is such a vulnerable place for to sing, and
True.
um, without music, and but still, even without the music, she held me into the song, and I got an 8 on that one.
Wonderful. Sinach, were you able to locate those notes there?
Yeah, I remember I was watching her. I said to myself that um if she has a music director or maybe something to accompany her with her music, I think she can sound even better. So what I always tell people also is that when you are doing a competition, you must bring your best foot forward. I don't think she brought it.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to give her a 7, thinking that she
Okay.
should have done better. She should have done better.
Okay. All right. We are moving to contestant number 24 at this point. Agbula. Agbula.
Is the lamb that was slain to receive glory and honor and praise. Worthy is the lamb that was slain to receive glory and honor and praise unto the Lamb who sits upon the throne. To him be glory and honor and power forever and ever. Unto the Lamb who sits upon the throne. To him be glory and honor and power forever and ever.
Number 24. Danny, I'll get you to start off your assessment there.
Agbula, I wrote good voice, work on support of the notes, and developing a nice and unique your own tone is what I wrote. My score was a 7.
7. Thank you. Jim?
Yeah, very good, confident, Abdullah. I would just say don't over push your notes. Watch your licks. I gave her an 8.
Yeah, I think she did pretty good.
Wonderful.
Yes, yes. Did good.
Does pretty good sound like a 7 or a 6 or an 8, Sinach?
Oh, okay, you're back up to me. Yeah. Yeah, I think she did pretty good. So I will give her a 7. 7.
We'll go 7.
A 7.
All right. Let everyone note that down. Pretty good means 7. Very good is probably an 8.